Ever wondered how Amish homes maintain perfect order without purchasing organizing products, while modern homes overflow with clutter despite expensive storage solutions? Amish families achieve immaculate organization using only materials they already have. 20 ingenious methods using repurposed materials reveal that the best organizing systems cost absolutely nothing. Mason jar storage system. Repurposing canning jars for all storage needs means every pantry item goes into glass jars from their canning process. Visibility preventing waste proves crucial where nothing gets thrown away unnecessarily. Why this works better than purchased containers connects to jars being free byproduct from annual canning. How they organize with jars includes storing dry goods like flour, small hardware items like nails, and sewing supplies like buttons. Labels from paper scraps tied with string identify contents without purchasing label makers. Teaching children jar organization includes learning to transfer items carefully and understanding why visibility matters for inventory management. Wooden crate shelving. Stacking fruit crates as shelving eliminates need for purchased shelving units while providing sturdy wood construction lasting decades. Why crates work perfectly connects to them being free or cheap from farms, stackable in any configuration, and already designed to hold weight. How they arrange crates includes kitchen storage for pots, pantry organization for canned goods, and workshop tool storage. Teaching resourcefulness through repurposing shows children that trash from one context becomes valuable furniture in another. Modern expensive shelving requires purchasing and assembling, while their crate method involves simple stacking. Fabric scrap drawer dividers. Sewing dividers from fabric scraps means creating custom fit organizers using leftover material from dressmaking that would otherwise get discarded. Why buying dividers seems wasteful when scraps otherwise sit unused makes purchasing foolish. Custom sizes fitting exactly provide better organization than store-bought dividers requiring awkward arrangements for imperfectly sized drawers. How they make dividers involves measuring drawer dimensions precisely, sewing fabric boxes to exact measurements, and securing with small tacks, preventing shifting. Teaching sewing skills through organization projects develops practical abilities while solving household problems simultaneously. Hook systems from bent nails. Creating hooks from scrap metal by bending nails into hook shapes or using old horseshoes as hangers eliminates purchasing manufactured hooks. Why purchased hooks seem unnecessary when metal scraps remain readily available from farm repairs and old equipment. Custom sizes for specific needs means creating tiny hooks for lightweight items or massive hooks for heavy equipment. How they create hook systems involves heating nails until malleable, bending into desired shapes, and mounting in strategic locations. Teaching metalworking basics through practical hook-making projects develops skills applicable to numerous repairs throughout life. Cardboard box organization. Cutting boxes into custom organizers creates drawer dividers and shelf separators from cardboard that arrives free with purchases and deliveries. Creating drawer organizers from cardboard involves measuring drawers precisely and cutting boxes to create perfect compartments for specific contents. Shelf dividers from box panels keep items separated and prevent toppling without purchasing wire or plastic dividers from stores. Why cardboard works surprisingly well, despite seeming temporary, connects to it being free from deliveries and shopping, easily replaceable when worn without financial loss, and customizable to exact needs. How they construct organizers includes measuring and cutting precisely to fit spaces, covering with fabric scraps for finished appearance and durability, and reinforcing edges that experience most wear. Teaching precision cutting develops spatial reasoning and measurement skills while creating actually useful household items children can feel proud of making. Rope and twine hanging systems. Suspending storage using rope means hanging baskets from ceiling and creating pulley systems that utilize vertical space without floor-based storage units. Hanging baskets from ceiling keeps produce and baked goods accessible while freeing counter and floor space in small kitchens. Creating pulley systems allows adjustable height storage that can be raised out of way when not needed or lowered for access. Y rope provides flexibility, connects to adjustable height storage being impossible with fixed shelving, and utilizing vertical space that otherwise goes completely wasted. How they install rope systems involves securing ceiling hooks to structural beams, threading rope through pulleys for height adjustment, and hanging baskets for produce storage that needs air circulation. Teaching knot tying skills through practical application develops important ability while solving storage problems simultaneously. Repurposed furniture drawers. Using old drawers as storage boxes when furniture breaks means components still functional, continue serving household despite main piece being beyond repair. Broken furniture becoming organizers prevents waste while providing sturdy wood storage boxes perfect for workshop organization or pantry storage. Drawer fronts as wall shelves utilize beautiful wood from damaged furniture as decorative yet functional wall-mounted storage. Why discarding furniture seems wasteful when components remain perfectly functional makes keeping and repurposing obvious choice. Beautiful wood worth saving includes quality construction from furniture built generations ago that surpasses modern replacement options. How they repurpose drawers includes mounting as wall storage using existing hardware, stacking for vertical organization in workshops and sheds, and removing damaged parts while keeping functional components. Paper bag filing system. Using paper bags for categorizing involves cutting bags into folder shapes for document organization without purchasing file folders. Creating label systems from bag material and ink stamps provides professional-looking organization at zero cost. Why bags work for papers connects to them being free from grocery shopping, sturdy enough for long-term storage, and biodegradable when eventually discarded. How they organize papers includes cutting bags to folder size matching standard documents, labeling with handwritten or stamped text identifying categories, and storing upright in boxes or drawers. Teaching paper management skills includes understanding categorization and developing systems for organizing important documents versus temporary papers. Tin can organization. Cleaned cans serve as containers by removing labels and cleaning thoroughly until no food residue or odor remains. Covering with fabric or leaving plain metal exposed, depending on use, creates custom storage for specific purposes. Why cans provide perfect storage connects to them being free from food consumption every household generates and sturdy metal construction outlasting plastic alternatives. How they prepare cans involves smoothing sharp edges with files or hammers to prevent cuts, decorating appropriately for visible locations versus leaving plain for workshop use, and grouping by size for visual order. Teaching safety and creativity simultaneously develops practical skills while encouraging artistic expression within functional constraints. Clothespin organizing clips. Using clothespins for organizing goes far beyond laundry with applications including clipping bags closed, organizing cords and wires, and creating label holders. Clipping bags closed keeps pantry items fresh without purchasing bag clips or plastic storage containers. Why clothespins prove versatile connects to them being already owned for laundry purposes, inexpensive to purchase additional if needed, and suitable for multiple organizing uses throughout home. How they use clothespins creatively includes pantry bag closure, keeping flour and sugar fresh, wire management behind furniture, preventing tangled cords, and creating makeshift label holders for temporary organization. Teaching multipurpose thinking develops resourcefulness by showing single items serving many functions through creative application. Wooden pallet storage. Breaking down pallets provides free lumber for shelves and wall-mounted organizers without purchasing new wood or manufactured shelving units. Creating custom storage solutions from pallet wood means sizing shelving exactly to available wall space and specific storage needs. Why pallets provide free lumber connects to businesses discarding them regularly with many available free for hauling away. Sturdy construction quality in pallets designed for heavy commercial use means repurposed pallet wood creates lasting storage solutions. How they process pallets involves safely dismantling without power tools, using hammers and pry bars, sanding rough surfaces smooth to prevent splinters, and teaching woodworking fundamentals through practical projects producing useful results. Basket weaving. Making baskets from willows harvested from property creates custom-sized containers for specific storage needs without purchasing manufactured baskets. Harvesting materials from property means zero cost while maintaining traditional skills that connect them to ancestral practices. Creating custom-sized containers allows perfect fit for specific spaces and purposes rather than compromising with available store-bought sizes. Why purchased baskets seem unnecessary when materials grow naturally on property and traditional skills remain within family knowledge. How they weave baskets involves soaking and preparing materials until pliable, using basic weaving techniques passed through generations, and teaching ancestral crafts, ensuring skills continue to next generation. Label systems. Creating labels from scraps using cardboard and string tags costs nothing while providing clear identification system for organized storage. Writing with homemade ink or pencil creates permanent labels that identify stored items without purchasing label makers or printed stickers. Why purchased labels seem wasteful when paper scraps remain readily available from packaging and correspondence. How they make labels involves cutting uniform shapes from cardboard for professional appearance, punching holes for string ties, allowing attachment to containers, and teaching handwriting practice through practical application producing useful results. Designated zones. Creating areas through habit rather than physical dividers means training family members where items belong without purchasing room dividers or furniture. No physical dividers needed when everyone understands through consistent training exactly where each category of items gets stored. Teaching spatial discipline from childhood creates automatic behaviors that maintain organization without conscious effort. Why zones work without barriers connects to training from early childhood, creating habits stronger than physical systems, and everyone understanding locations through consistent practice, eliminating confusion. How they maintain zones includes consistent placement rules, never varying, regardless of convenience, immediate return after use, preventing gradual disorder, and teaching spatial memory, developing mental maps of home organization, hanging storage on walls. Utilizing wall space completely through hooks, pegs, and hanging systems keeps floors and surfaces clear while maximizing storage in small homes. Keeping floors and surfaces clear creates the impression of spaciousness, even in small rooms, while maintaining accessibility to frequently used items. Why vertical storage maximizes space, connects to small homes requiring efficiency in every square foot and visibility of hung items, preventing forgotten tools or supplies. How they install hanging systems involves strategic peg placement at heights appropriate for different users, considering height accessibility for children versus adults, and teaching wall space thinking that looks upward for storage solutions. Seasonal rotation storage. Storing off-season items away in attics and basements with rotating clothing and tools creates order by keeping only current season items accessible. Rotating clothing and tools seasonally prevents overcrowding closets and work areas while protecting unused items from damage. Why rotation creates order connects to only current items being accessible, reducing daily visual clutter, and reducing decision fatigue by limiting available options. How they manage rotation includes scheduled seasonal swaps happening same time as major cleaning, labeled storage locations ensuring items return to same places annually, and teaching planning ahead by preparing for seasonal changes before they arrive. One in, one out rule. Replacing items not accumulating means a new item entering home requires the old one leaving immediately, preventing gradual accumulation. New item means old one leaves, enforces discipline that counteracts natural human tendency toward accumulation and attachment to possessions. Preventing gradual accumulation maintains consistent inventory levels that match actual needs rather than expanding to fill available space. Why this maintains order connects to limited space constraints, making accumulation impossible, and preventing attachment to excess possessions that clutter lives spiritually and physically. How they enforce rule includes children learning principle young through consistent application, no exceptions allowed regardless of sentimental attachment or potential future use, and teaching restraint and limits in culture, promoting endless consumption. Tool sharing system. Borrowing rather than owning means shared tools among families with items returning immediately after use, preventing individual accumulation. Shared tools among families reduces overall community possessions while ensuring everyone access to necessary equipment. Returning immediately after use shows respect for